Byzantium is a pretty good call for a ban. Mali will get banned here. Probably Mongolia would be a smart ban. Ethiopia is a smart ban. Maori has to get banned by Team 2. Ethiopia is a smart ban on this map. So Maori is always banned because if you don't, the other team gets them. And Maori on this... Maori spawns turn 1 working 2-4 tiles. A pair of 2-4 tiles. And they have like 6 cities before anybody else has their third. It's literally as broken as it gets. So you have to ban them as Team 2. And they have, which is smart. Team 2, of course, is... TBD and Barking Gang will be Team 1. Excuse me. So I would suspect like you could see an Ethiopia or a Maori here. Mongolia, like I said, is a good band. So it looks like Fierceos and his Barking Gang companions are looking to get rid of the military type stuff. Which is, it's okay, but you also want to make sure you're taking away the really good sim stuff because, okay, they're not going to kill you real quick, but they're going to out-sim you maybe, and then they'll just destroy you. Ethiopia also, like, very, very, very strong on this map, so really smart to get rid of them and not let Team 1 first pick Ethiopia. I think that's a good pick. Russia is probably also the last ban here, I would think. That would come from TBD. I don't know what the plan will be from Barking Gang. I would think Mali. I think you want to keep, unless they want to they might want to first pick Mali. Maybe you trade and say, we're not going to ban Mali or Russia. You can ban one of them if you want, but we get the other. So maybe they trade Mali for Russia here. Because if they ban Mali, then the other guys are going to ban Russia, then you get like Gorgo, which isn't bad. You could ban Gorgo here, but then Mali, Russia probably stays so that TBD, there's Spain. Okay, so Spain's the ban. So now it's interesting because there's 3 good civs left. There's more than 3, but there's Russia, there's Mali, and there is Gorgo, for an example. So what Team 2 can do here as TBD is they can ban none of those 3. Like they could ban China or something here, and then they get 2 of those 3, right? So maybe the other guys get Mali, but then they get the other 2, like Russia Gorgo or something like that, and then you get your money on the back end. So it'll be interesting. This is a really important pick here as far as how you ban in order to trade off. So maybe you can get a 2 for 3 deal here. Okay, so no, they actually banned Russia. So now they're essentially trading 1 for 1 maybe, because we're gonna see Mali. We're gonna see Mali get played here, guys. This is fun. We don't see Mali very often. No corny co-cast. So it'll be exciting to see him play. Yeah, no corny co-cast because he's in the game, but it's gonna be exciting. With the Russia ban, we'll be interested to see what they have in mind on Barking Gang. Do they have anybody who plays Mali or not? They do have somebody who wants to play Mali. And then, of course, there's the trade-off. There's going to be, like, maybe a Gorgo. I mean, you could see Gorgo China here. And then they make their money in the second half of the draft. That would be entirely possible. Hey, Proppy. Canada is also strong, I think, with the latest buff. Was there a buff put into this latest patch, Proppy? The latest PBG? I know that they got the food in city center, but if there's anything beyond that, that would be very good. I would like to see Canada back in the meta. Rome's fantastic on this map. I think Rome is actually generally worth a first round pick. Oh, Poundmaker, also amazing on this map. So maybe Poundmaker into China or Poundmaker into Gorgo. I was thinking Poundmaker into Gorgo here would be a nice combination. But Rome generally gets banned here because nobody decides they want to pick him in the first, but then nobody wants to get him going the second, so they always get banned here. Wow, okay. I'm wrong there. Okay, Poundmaker and Siunduk, so they could get Gorgo back. Mali Gorgo is actually a bit of a steal here for Barking Gang. Mali and Gorgo is a bit of a steal. Oh yeah, they got the food. Yeah, I'd like to see Canada get back in, but I think food in the city center might not quite be there. On Highlands, maybe, but is Scotland strong enough on multiplayer? Scotland's pretty good. They fell just out of meta because they got nerfed a little bit not too long ago. Yeah, I think the reason why they don't do lakes is that people never took a good look at it, Video Master. I think that people didn't take a good look at it overall, and then it's very similar to like 7Cs, so people just figure, I guess, I don't know. Tried it an hour ago on Highlands. I think it's still good, but you might have to use remap tokens, so it might be risky. Yeah, you got to get just the right spawn. I think with Canada, right? You need to make sure you've got some food tiles for tempo because one food in the city center is not quite enough. Lakes got played. Oh, really? So as far as bans go, back to the draft. BQ out. Not a surprise there. Pretty good ban. China out. That's a very smart ban from Barking Gang. That will open up Gorgo for big things in the culture, depending on where she spawns and how that happens. Mapuche, smart ban as well from TBD. There'll be one more ban. There's still Rome. Like I said, amazing on this map. I would not be surprised, actually. It kind of fits in with what TBD is doing here. They actually could go with the Rome here as a culture defense kind of thing. Kree, and then like Rome and Kree are very similar in what they can do. And then they got the big science timing push out of Korea. Be curious to see how they time this up. There's, of course... there's Persia. There's the Scythias and Zulus of the world, which are kind of picked in the second half if you want a military might. There's the Rome ban. You see it so often. Not a surprise to keep Rome out of their hands because I think TBD might have targeted it as their first pick here. So now they don't get them, and they could probably use another timing push. And Byrex, Byrex kind of fell out of the meta. We weren't talking about it much. And Byrex, I love that pick here. Also very strong, and it'll mix well. They can do different timing pushes, and of course sim out of their brains. So I like the Byrex pick here a lot. It's on Barking Gang here now. They've obviously got their big money maker. Maybe a mid game military push kind of civ. You could go with like a Cyrus here, who can sim well, but then can push anytime because they got the +3. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of good options here. I'm glad to see Byrex. We're going to see some Molly and some Byrex today. It's going to be good. There's still no Monumentality really on the board either. So a Monumentality, well, obviously other than Mansa Musa, but like the real true religious civs like the Khmers. There's Gandhi right there. You could see like an Arabia pick at the end here for TBD or a Khmer or something like that. Khmer not quite as good on Highlands, but yeah, Gaul hasn't been played much. Gaul used to be like pure meta. Yeah, it's Highlands map. Yeah, like Gaul used to be pure meta, and then they just slipped out of meta. I think it just, I don't know. I love it. I think Gaul on this map is fantastic, obviously. I think it's underrated. It doesn't get played enough on Highlands. So you got your Monumentality to go with big gold and military might with culture. Lots of options here, what you could do. We'll see what they're going to pick in just a few seconds to go with it. Cyrus, really smart pick. They can go gold first. They can have timings all over the map. They can attack early. They can attack late. They can sim up and support the team. I like it a lot. I think that's a pretty good mix overall for their team. They got away with Matsumusa Gorgo in the opener, which I think is amazing. I was really surprised about Tienduk. I thought it was going to be Poundmaker into Gorgo. I was really surprised by the choices from TBD, but it's what they want to play, and that's what they're going to play. I would, like I said, an Arabia here or a Khmer here, I think would be good to give them a Monumentality Civ. They literally don't have anybody to run Monumentality opener. You don't have to have somebody run Faith in Monumentality, but it gives you that option to have that mid-game either push or defense with Dido. So big moneymaker. I guess they did need a moneymaker. That's a good point, actually. Pound Maker will probably go commercials first to make the money, but Dido will be a big moneymaker and they can go super wide. This will work as well. Hey, T-Thub. I think the problem for TBD is kind of the want to contest monumentality face civs, but they don't have the gold to afford it because they need to. Yeah, no, it's true. Like Korea is a money sink, and Byrex can make some money obviously if they go commercials eventually, but they're not much of a money maker either. They needed Pound Maker can make obviously some gold, but they needed a big money maker, and Dido fits that role. So there was no real counter now for them for Gandhi Matsumusa, so they're going to have a monumentality edge here. I think there's actually this draft overall. If I had to pick a set of teams or a set of civs to play, I would rather have Barking Gangs right now, just slightly, but I think I would. Districting with Gaul can be a bit of an issue. Sometimes it's better to leave a little bit more space between your cities so that you can kind of like get 3 or 4 cities and then clump all the districts in the middle of them, you know? And so you get like your strategics and your quarries as close as you can to your city center, and then put the unique district just like inside the oppidums, like just inside that kind of section, and then just fill in around the oppidums with all your districts in the middle as a clump. If you can do that 2 or 3 times, you can't do like the little commercial setups next to your city and that, but generally speaking, it's not too bad because you can kind of set it up with your campuses usually not around your city center and that. So yeah, I feel like Team 1, I would actually rather have Team 1 civs if I was picking. It's close though. I think Korea is amazing on this map, Pound Maker is amazing on this map, and Byrex is good. It's just really a couple good drafts. Dido is really more of a money-making endeavor more than anything. Hey, Peppermint Butler is in the house.
Whole year Pagarino champion.
Pagarino champion. I'm surprised she was able to pronounce that. Pagarino champion. She nailed it. Thank you very much, Peppermint Butler. That's a whole year with the tier 1. You're an absolute animal. Thank you very much, buddy.
From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars.
Yes, John's playing this game. Corny, my boy Noob. I was popping balloons actually with Noob yesterday afternoon. I had like an hour and a half to kill, and I was like, maybe Noob's up to pop some balloons. So we played some balloons TD6 yesterday. We do that every once in a while. So I was playing some balloons with Noob. That was fun. So yeah, Ben, John, Corny, and Noob. No Moel today. Apparently, John's not going to be around the rest of the week, so maybe Moel will get into another game after this, like next week or whatever, or later in the week for game 2 and/or 3. And then Ziffy, Fioros, Teets, and Abu El Mohammed Gorgarino. He's just subbed in. Well, he's been subbed in for the whole tournament, essentially. He's kind of put on the tournament. I think maybe around week 2 or week 3 they put him in because John didn't have a civ and they needed somebody, and he said, okay, I'll come play. Yeah, Dido. Yeah, Dido's not bad at all. Dido, because I mean, Dido can throw their districts in their unique district in the lakes, right, and still all over. Like, there's always lakes around. Dido's perfectly fine on this map. Make settlers fast, make harbors, make money. Half price harbor, super easy. India, you could. Oh, they can't see this tile. I was gonna say you could turn one settle here as India, in order to open up some more space in like this, and then open up this settle here. But it also has this on the harbor, I guess. But you don't know where that leads. It's actually a wonder down here. Not a very good settle overall, to be honest with you, for Firsos. It's not. I mean, it's not terrible. It's got a good option for a holy site, but it's not a great settle, to be honest. Big wonder, not too far from Korea. Corny's playing Korea. Pretty good distance there, not so bad. Corny's got a 2/2 base. Godspawn, really. No, but this is builder early for sure. Animal husbandry into builder early for Corny, I would hope. And then what do they got? They have a pretty big out here. They have pretty good room for their unique district. There is a 2/3 base up here with some good options he could go to. There's a 2/2 base here, and then you could reach out here for your Seoul. What else do we have down here? So Corny kind of by himself, right? Because Gaul is. Oh no, Gaul is. Oh no, actually no. So Gandhi's actually out front, and Dido with Gaul right on him. This is actually the map's actually setting up terribly. Oh wait, yeah, because this is Dido. Yeah, so it's basically they didn't put the team names in. Unfortunately. This is a horrible map right now. Like, he just dies. There's just so many timing pushes around him. India is just in really rough shape. I mean, he could. The good news is that he could settle back this way. If he settles back this way, in plenty of time, there's actually really good land back here. Maybe take out Mexico City or something like that as a city-state. If he back settles, I mean, I don't mind pushing towards. You could come here or something like that with the settle, and maybe here, but then back settle, and live back here and guard the chokes. I think is really important for him. On the other side, what else do we have? 2/2 base, turn 1 settle. This is also builder first. Look at this god spawn. Look at this. Whew. And down here is Noob. Noob's the one person who would have loved to be close to Cree here. 3 pastures in the cap. He could have traded with this cap, but he can't do it because Cree... Noob on Cree, all by himself over here. And he might actually be the one who's surrounded on this side. He's got Persia to his north, like I said, with absolutely insane land. Expands, not bad. He can expand to here pretty good. There's a good expands up here. He's actually got this. He can actually do he could do his first settle right here and grab a Zhang Yi tile. This is a really good city as well to expand to. So this is your opening settle, and grab a tile off Zhang Yi is actually pretty amazing. There's even a settle back here. You could do a Petra city with all these chops. Really nice setup, honestly, for Ziffy. Don't let me down. That's my Persia. That's my Persia. Don't let me down, bud. Gorgo over here is actually not... Ooh, look at this, actually. Really good opportunity for Gorgo to actually put pressure on Gaul. 2/2 base they've moved to. 2/2 pretty average spawn, to be honest with you. A lot of chops. You can go Magnus, get the chops out of the way. But it's pretty average. You could get an expand down here, which is really good expand. You could expand up this way with a 2/2 and a 4/2. And oh yeah, you could definitely do things up here. So a couple good expands and then lots of room to the back. They could go crazy on the back settling and getting big. going to be some contention here. Let's take a look overall how it looks. So, as a whole, we have this little triad here by Gandhi, and then Noob's all by himself. And on the other side, we've got, excuse me, we got to take a look at the Molly spawn. We got an opportunity here for some combination. Gandhi's by himself, but can back settle. And then Cyrus over here on free sim with Noob below him on Cree. Let's take a look at the Molly spawn, though. It is amazing. Well, I mean, it's only got the 1-3. I was thinking this is 2 1-3s. A pair of 1-3s here would be amazing. But this is pretty good. Coastal's a little bit not perfect, but because you're losing all these tiles. Not that you're worried about the sea, but you're just losing tiles. But there's a really good expand here. You could do like a city out here and then a city here and then do a big setup. And then even another coastal cities. So you can do a big setup right here on this river. Like you could, if he does this right, this could be amazing. And then there's still lots more desert over here. And he's also free sim. There's no way that Gaul gets through Gorgo. So it's a really good spawn. There's even like some alternate land out here with the 3-3. You could do some stuff out here as well. Lots of space for Molly and Gorgo to come to. Overall, as long as Gandhi handles this well, I think this map actually sets up pretty well for Barking Gang. JR, why host so bad? Three 3-2-3-2-4 ancient unit versus 3-2-3-4-2-2 ancient unit. What? What don't I get out of that? Anyway, it's turn 5. It was scout into starting a settler here. Is it double? No, this is a scout from a hut. Yeah, it must be. Oh, combat bonuses. I was assuming you were being like facetious. And okay, so he's met the wonder, so he knows he's got to settle. He's got really good settles back here, but does he ever run to this tile right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, settle 7. No, I think that's a second settler. To be honest with you, and you could get 2 settles on it also. You could settle like here and here. But I think you wait. I think you might back settle to this. This is pretty amazing. This is pretty good also. So it's just a long walk. Settle 5 versus settle 7. Maybe you go there. That's pretty amazing. Maybe you do go there, to be honest with you. They're having trouble. They're not liking the host right now. I'm not sure if they're having serious lag issues or what. If he crosses this river, he's going to see, there you go, Goody Hut for him. He's sending this scout this way. There's a really good settle back here. There's settles to the front. There goes the placement of the holy site. Settler. Persia went scout into settler all alone. It was actually scout settler into scout by. So Noob's gonna have a settler out here next turn. Where's he gonna send that thing? Probably to the 2-2 and buy the 3-2. That's a really good settle there. There's actually also a 2-2 with the 3-2 here if he's seen it. He has not seen this. He sees the 3-2s, but he's not going to walk this way to it. Maybe this guy will go find it, but I think he's seen this and he'll do this. He'll go 2-2, 2-2 base, work at a 3-2. He'll like this overall. Yeah. I don't think there's any reason for either team to want to remap here. Gandhi won't know just how surrounded he is yet, I don't think. And he's got pretty good land, pretty good back settle. I don't think he's worth resettling over. I think Molly on free sim with Gorgo protecting him is 100% worth. The one thing that TBD might be thinking is we don't know where the hell Mansa is, and we don't want him on free sim. So it's entirely possible that they would use a remap here. Corny gotta love his first expands. Gall probably doesn't love his land. Dido's got pretty good land. Noob's probably okay with what's happening to him. The only thing is I think probably is they don't know where Molly is, and not having found Molly, maybe they don't love their spawns enough. Maybe the remap. Yeah, they're gonna remap. So I think maybe the fact that they were kind of tight together, and they didn't know where Molly is, I think is the remap here. I don't think Corny was probably all that happy about losing this. I don't think he was all that happy about losing this, but I think it wasn't a terrible idea. He has really good land overall. Like, he was going to have big +6. Yeah, like he was going to have amazing Saywans. Like +5s and +6s in all of his cities. Like, he was going to love his map. But I think, honestly, this is going to end up being a smart move for him. Because, yeah, I think Gorgo next to John would have been a bit of an issue. I think overall John probably doesn't like his position. He doesn't have a lot of space. He's kind of squeezed in with Dido and that. Like, his expands, he's got a really good expand here. He could have got 2 or 3 good expands off, honestly. It's not that bad. I wouldn't mind playing it, but next to Gorgo, I think the map's set up really well. Yeah, TBD voted for the remap. So that's the only remap they're going to get. That's the only remap they're going to get. Is, From
the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far.
You keep saying North Gyeongju is amazing. Can you explain for a newbie like me why it is better than the Natural Wonder? Well, the biggest thing is that it's 3 turns faster. So being able to taking your first settler, getting a settler out quickly, and taking it to a location to settle as quick as possible is extremely important, because the timing for getting that city up and starting the monument and getting the monument built so the culture comes online faster, so that the timing towards your first towards your first civics and your first government is really good. Because you can get like monument into builder into starting your district, getting a district placed faster. The faster you place a district, the cheaper it is. And so walking a long ways is close. Now, those settles over there were pretty amazing, but settling in 4 versus settling in 7 or 8 is a big difference with your first settler. It's literally, like, the math on it is actually pretty crazy. But that settle was amazing. I might have walked the 7 or 8 turns, to be honest with you, for that settle with the science, and with 3 science and 3 faith. You could go 5 faith a turn from that early. You could potentially go monumentality. Like, it's pretty insane. So it would have been a question. The settle in the north was really good. 2/2 base, working a 3/2 and a bunch of 2/2s. There was a Lux there. There was Horsies. Like, it was a pretty good. Like, it was a really solid settle on a turn 4 settle versus turn 7 or 8. Okay, here we go again. Gandhi, the first civ we look at again, and they will want to. That's a good. Oh, that's a nice tile. You hate to walk away from that, but a 2/2 base. You almost want to settle like here, It would actually... Settling in place actually would make a lot of sense if you knew that you had this copper here, and then you could buy out to the amber, and then still have this. If you knew everything that we know right now... There's also the rice settle. Either way, I like either one of these, but they both work. They both work. Anyway, let's try to move quickly here and take a look what everyone's got in the first little bit. Noob will jump to this 2-2 here. Turn 2 settle. He'll have tons of 2-2s. They can buy him the 3-2. That's actually an amazing settle right there. Oh, no, he actually wants this one. Okay. Probably just to buy him some space up the river, but that's actually not going to turn out to be that big a deal. I would have rather gone here to save the chop, to be honest with you. I would have actually preferred this. And he doesn't know it, but it actually would have been better settle overall. And then, because you go here, and then it still would have kept this open as an opening settle. And then something down here. Anyway, now Gorgo is just to his right this time. And he's going to get a turn 2 settle on a 2-2 base, working 2-2s. You'll have a purchased tile here to get a Faith Pantheon. Or a Pantheon with the Faith, I should say. Molly has actually Dido here to the left. So it would be on Dido to do some sort of a push, but there's Persia back here and Gandhi back. So Dido's actually in a really, really rough spot here. With India to their left, Persia to their north, they will not be able to pressure Mali. And therefore, Mali will be pretty much free sim. Noob would be decently close, but he has to deal with Gorgo, so... This is pretty amazing. He has moved to the copper. Look at this, by the way. Look at this. Now, the only thing that sucks is because he started in the middle, he would have to go one more turn to get this settle. Oh, no, he could actually... No, he could turn 2 settle here. Yeah, this is where he... Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Godspawn Molly. He turned 2 settles right here. Opens up a settle there. Opens up a settle there. You can open up a settle over here, and then a settle... Oh, these mountains are kind of troll. Yeah, the mountains are a little troll. But he has tons of space over here as well. But look at the 1-3s in the south. He settles here. He already sees this one. He's going to see another one. They buy him a 1-3. They buy him another 1-3. He's even got a horsey here. Builder first into improving all this copper. He's actually got ridiculous setups. He's got a ridiculous setup he can put in, guys. It's going to be pretty crazy. Dido's going to get a 2-2. Dido's going to get a 2-2, buy a 3-2. They got elephants here. They got diamonds in the north. They're going to have a good expand that way. They're going to have... a below average expand that way. Not much in the way of fishing boats. And they're going to be... Like, this is a really tough spot. Honestly, if you're Barking Gang right now, you're pretty happy with what you're seeing. Is he saving the Mechawap tile? No. You mind that. Production too important. You put a Mechawap on the flat tile generally. On a flat plane if you can get it. 1 or 2. You don't make a lot of Mechawaps. Good God of the Sea? Well, not bad. I mean, it would make this settle a lot better for sure. You could get like 3 of them if you settle here and you got a good harbor. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. Especially because a couple of them are the 3rd ring. That's really expensive as well. They've bought the 3-2 early here. Anybody going builder first, though? We had some builder first options. Did anybody go builder first? No. And they're going settler right out of the gate. They shift ender into a settler here. Oh, yeah. Just go ahead and add some production to the... like, how amazing is that? If he doesn't lose pop, it's unbelievable. He didn't lose pop, and he got extra yields on this copper and extra yield in his oasis. Like, that's actually broken. They've already bought him the 1-3s to work. We'll see if he's not... I'm not sure if he's shift entering. Yeah, he's shift entering settler production. Okay, good. You got to do it. It's a touch cheese, but it's what everybody does at this level. You have to be doing what all the good people do. We didn't take a look at Gaul. He's got a 2/2 base, working a 3/2 and a Pantheon tile. And he's got fantastic stuff. He's going to go double scout. Kind of squeezed in for space, though. They'll be able to get set up here. Here's Corny as well. This is what we hadn't taken a look at. So Delhi is actually in a bit of a tough spot, but they have really good expands to the north and can keep going this way. I think it is back settle the crap out of this as Gandhi, and you've got Pascarad back here to come to. I think that's the play. And yeah, this isn't bad. The only thing is that you've only got the one Corey fairly close. This is actually a +4. Actually, there's horses here. So this is a +4 opium for you. You could get an expand up here with 3/2s and 2/2s and get another opium in here. That's pretty good. So you got a couple good opium starts. Not much. Got campus options as well out here on the edges. You could do like a commercial hub campus setup and maybe get a city over here with something similar. Overall, not bad. Double scout into settler. It was double scout into settler over here for Gandhi. It was scout into scout by and then settler right out of the gate. So it was scout into settler for Corny. Double scout for Phoenicia. They're going to get a meet up here. Double scout into settler for Sparta. Noob's going to go double scout. Yeah, Noob's going double scout and a scout by. So he's going to have 3 Okichitas going very early. Molly's got his settler out this turn. Molly has the settler out this turn. Who's that? Malm! It's Malm. How'd the 1v1 go, Malm? You missed out. You were just a touch late to catch this one. Godspawn Molly, by the way. We've got a Godspawn Molly. How often do you get to see Molly in a game? And here they are. Thank you very much for the raid, Malm. Welcome in, everybody. Yo, Ladmarks, how you doing? Where's he going? He's gonna go over here. So he's gonna do a setup here, maybe. I don't know, because this is a good setup, but maybe here because of the 1/3s. That's a good idea to go right there, actually. No remap, obviously. Are you stupid? Okay, so the nays have it, obviously. So yeah, the seconds you just expand to here by the 1/3s, and these tiles are ridiculous. Like, it's just a ridiculous god spawn. Let's go, Barking Gang. Okay, first of all, the draft. They got Molly, and then the other guys went Kree Korea and gave Gorgo back on the other side. Molly Gorgo open is insane. They kind of got away with robbery here, and it's going to be pretty awesome. The settlers out here for Persia, so they went scout. Looks like they just went scout into settler without a scout by. Okay, that's ballsy. You would carry with this Molly spawn. Thank you, Slappy. I think anybody with hands should carry with that Molly spawn, let's be honest. Yeah, but look at this. Look at this spawn. We looked at it, but then we did take a very good look at it. This is beyond broken right here for Ziffy, and he is essentially free sim. We didn't actually look at the individual looks, but he's in a position where he can pressure Dido eventually if he wants to. But he has complete free sim. He's actually got Chocolate Hills over here. But look at this actual god spawn. It's a 2/1 base, but 3/2, a couple of 1/3s. You go Liang all day here. And this spawn should just go nutty. you work up here with a 2-2 base, 1-3s and 2-2s. This is going to be a fantastic settle opener. You've taken away freshwater here, which isn't ideal. It's a bit of a walk, but there's settles, fissures and settles, good campuses. This warrior might find Chocolate Hills. Here's Cree over here. This will be the one interrupter here, maybe. Excuse me. Lux Molly, not great for his monumentality. Oh, the 0 Lux. Yeah, I think this is pretty amazing, honestly. Can you explain why to shift enter settler production from all? Yeah, so really quickly, because I don't want to. It's kind of a pivotal time in the game. Essentially, when you're producing units as Molly, you get a 30% penalty to your production. So what happens is, if you have nothing in the production queue, your production for that one turn carries forward for one turn. So what you do is you take the settler out of queue and let a full turn of actual real production without a nerf, without the 30% nerf, go by. Then you put the settler back on, and that full turn of production gets sucked into the settler without the 30% discount. Then you have to actually keep it in with the 30% discount for the one turn in order to apply that one turn worth of production and have the settler continue to get built. After it's done for a full turn, then the next turn you take it back out, you do a full turn without the buff, or without the nerf, I should say. You can usually take 2 to 3 turns. He's actually going to settle right on here and then get another one up here. This is going to be a pretty good setup. That should be nerfed. Offbeat, I mean, maybe. I don't know how you would do it, though, but I kind of agree that it's a little bit cheese. Because you're getting around one of the penalties for Molly, and the whole point of it is to have that penalty on Molly. But, yeah. We haven't done this yet. Let's take a look. So, overall, this is going to be a really good settle. It's just broken land, by the way. It's just broken land. I hope I see Liang in there. There's been scouting down here, but nothing here. He needs a unit. Ziffy needs a unit. Like, this is just bad gameplay. Barking Gang needs to give him money and start scouting. This was dangerous, for one thing. But he just needs a unit. He's going to have another settler out soon, and he's not going to have any units. That's not well done. Molly, like we said, is basically kind of free sim. He's actually clearing the land between them. They haven't really found this much yet. Gandhi's going to have to sort things out. And overall, Gorgo's in a good spot as well. I think the team's good. Dido's in a tough spot. Will be able to get put under pressure on a different number of different timings. But they're going to have a good expand here. A little bit tight on space. Mountains are blocking their directional things. Overall, I think this is a bad spawn for Dido, if I had to guess. They don't even have lakes to expand to. It's working out quite poorly. They do have pressure on here. There's a builder out, settler out. They need a unit here. The builder and the settler are under pressure. Here comes another scout. Gandhi's in really tough location for tempo push. The Sewans are down, +4 there. I don't know why he hasn't placed it here. Oh, maybe he doesn't have mining yet. Yeah, he's trying to get mining so he can place it here. It's actually a +4 as well. Yeah. Okay, so he's just waiting for mining. He's got another settler on the way. Overall, it's good. This is much like the first map. It's going to be about Gandhi surviving, but all he needs to do at this point is back settle. They need to buy him a unit. Again, like, what are you doing with the money right now, Barking Gang? Somebody gets a unit right now. There you go. Buy the unit. There you go. A slinger buy. That can bully him a little bit more than the only thing is that the settler, he's got the scout here coming back to help with the settler as well. So that works okay. He can bully him off the tile. This settle works. Like I said, it's going to be about back settling for Gandhi. He's got actually a lot of space back here to back settle to. I don't even think he ever bothers putting this city down. It's a decent city, but it's not all that great, and it's just too close to the Hawacha push. You could settle like something over here maybe. Like maybe just settle this 3-2. It's not bad. But then yeah, you back settling into all these hills here. Back settle this way, and then you've got Persia coming to this direction as well. Speaking of Persia, again, okay, so this is again a problem. He's gonna one turn to scout, but he's moving a settler naked, and there's no reason why if Dido had just turned to a beeline this, Dido could have had a scout here easily, and could be sniping this. Like not having the coordination here of maybe there's just a lot of tile buys, maybe, but like this is a bit of a delay here. And he's moved the scout this way, and he's gonna end up blocking this warrior, but the warrior can come around the top. His lack of units right now, he needs to get another unit online, to be honest with you. He's got a god tier spawn. I would get a slinger or something out, and then a builder. I mean, he's just going to be turboing with those tiles. So this guy's actually moved around and is sitting on the Gov Plaza now. Very well done by Ben. They don't need to worry about the religions that much, so it's not too big a deal. They have to be careful of this scout coming around here. He'll be feeding the information that the builders is like he's going to actually come in here and probably loot that amber, to be honest with you. Monuments are going up for Gaul. Like I said, this is the obvious settle. He's already got the getting these online. He's going to come over here and settle. Maybe just settle on the olives. Or maybe he'll go to the freshwater. It's hard to say for sure. This settle this is obviously a fast settle. One turn set, like turn 3 settle is amazing. Interesting to see what he's going to go for a Pantheon here. Not a great city, but once you get those horses up, by the 1-3 and the 3-2 maybe, this is a decent city. Maybe he's got plans on Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. He can get the diamonds up into a good tile as well. It's not bad. This is going to get blocked. This is going to be a bit of an annoyance for him because Noob's going to have this blocked, and this is a pretty good settle right here. And then obviously the path to these settles as well. Ziffy's actually through with his warrior, so he's going to investigate, but he is going to need to go all the way around to get to this. Hattusa would actually be a really worthwhile kill with the campus built already. Settle this into the Chocolate Hills. Persia has a chance to have a huge game here. Mali with 2 cities down, another one to come. There's a Kree scout here. Slinger going up to bully it out. He is covering this holy site, but not this one yet. Another settler next turn. He's going to need to escort it. Let's check out Tex. He's going mining. Bronze working on John. Where is he? There he is. Bronze working here. Be interesting to see who thinks they're in a position to go with an encampment. I don't know. Ranger! Yeah, Copper Fiesta indeed. Ranger, it's good to see you. Hogue, good to see you as well. I apologize. Asbestos, it's good to see you. Is Noob on Free Sim? I'm missing stuff in chat. I apologize. He is on Free Sim. There's Persia over here to his left who's probably going to come to here, but he does have lots of space. He came and settled exactly where I thought he would, although, again, I would have preferred him to settle this. He already has an amazing stone circles online. He's going to have an extremely fast game here with this stone circles setup. He does have Sparta to his right, so he's definitely not Free Sim, but he's got room to settle here for sure. He can settle up this way. Maybe settle here, but this is really actually still quite tight, so he's definitely not Free Sim. That's definitely too close to be considered Free Sim. Ranger, thank you very much. You're such a beast. 5 gifted subs for the community. Thank you so much for that. Oh, this is actually very dangerous. Interesting. He didn't want to... Oh, okay. So, Molly's getting slingers up. He's going to need to get archery as well. He's going pottery in 2. So, he's actually a long ways from his commercial hubs as well. What does he tech so far? So, astrology into mining and animal husbandry into archery. He's a long ways from his Sagubas with that tech order. Considering how free sim he is, I don't like that at all. I mean, he wanted to get mining up for this, I guess, but... Sagubas are going to be late. And, of course, Sagubas are a big key. The problem is he saw this. He saw this, and he didn't want to take the settler here and to be in a position to have this scout protecting this settler against 2 units. I didn't mind the play, but he's now got to get the slinger and the warrior over here to bully this off. It's going to be a delay. He went and got archery, which means he's got to wait for the slinger to come out. That was actually another misplay there. He needed the slinger to come out, not to wait 2 more turns for an archer. That delays his settler by a lot. Actually a really big deal there. Got a craftsman, couple horses. Pretty good setup overall, though. Couple horses. There's an iron out here. It's a pretty weak craftsman, to be honest with you. But sometimes when you're stuck at the end, you don't really know what else to take. Goddess of the Hunt for Corny. He's going to have an elephant here and an elephant here that are going to be 2 4s. It's not bad. Is he seeing a lot more value out of it eventually? I don't see. He doesn't have a lot of really good expands. The fresh water is a long ways away. He's got another freshwater settle here on a 3-2 banana. But after that, he's going to have to go non-fresh. He's actually got a pretty bad spawn overall. And even his Pantheon's not going to be marvelous. Did we get a Pantheon? We did get City Patron Goddess. I love City Patron Goddess on Persia. I thought he might go with Edamanaki into Reeds and Marshes here, potentially. But this city's not very productive, so it would have been a long game. Play on it. He has actually, for some reason, Noob turned around to open this up. I'm surprised by that. I guess he knew he wasn't cutting off the vision because the warrior was already through. Noob's got to be careful here with, he sees this, of course, so I guess he comes to here and settles. Again, not an amazing settle. Really good settle here, but honestly, the setup overall for TBD is quite poor. I don't feel like they actually have really good land. They're getting the Korea line here. They've got a mine here. So this is a good setup here for Gaul, but they don't have a lot of space. There comes a trader into a settler. Builders coming online. He's actually gone a lot further down here to the 4 food base, which I do like. But he hasn't left himself. I guess there's campus options here. Opium, I guess, would go something out here with like maybe 4. Oh, actually, he could put the opium here. It's actually got 2. It's a strategic and a quarry and a bunch of mines, so he could actually get a really good opium there as well. This quarry will come up. The opium will go down here, and I guess you'll put another opium there. I guess just to squeeze them together with a campus, maybe. Since he's already mined this, you probably don't want to put the opium there. So that actually works. Okay. Let's see the tempo on Cyrus. Monument, Builder coming out. Really, really disappointed in the choice of governor here. He's already got an encampment down. I guess he's planning the push to Phoenicia, which is fine. But why Magnus? Like, I don't understand it. Is it just like a blind Magnus Internals play? I mean, this is Liang all day. It's like an 11 resource Liang. And if you're not going to go Liang, then go stats. There's no Magnus play there. There's no chops. I don't get that. Somebody's got to explain that to me. Who's playing Cyrus again? Ziffy. I don't get it. I don't get it. What does Liang do for that city? Why are you yelling at me? Liang does all kinds of things for that city. 1 food for every resource and 1 production for every resource. So every one of these resources you see, and he's completely surrounded by them, all get 1 food and 1 production. I mean, you could, but you don't do that early. You don't waste a promotion on Magnus to do 2 chops and then move on. Another settler coming from... it's a long walk, but this will probably be the settle. I don't know if he does that or not. I mean, it's a super long walk. I don't know where else he goes, though. He's got really bad land. He's got to be disappointed right now. Let's take a look at what Molly's doing. They finally got the settler moving. The Kichita's out. The archer came out. Really serious delay, though, to be honest with you. It was a little bit Papega on the setup. And he's also well behind on his... Like, he's just getting ready now. Like, he's still a long way on his Saguba setup as well. Yeah. Is it a mod? Yes. Everything you're seeing here is a multiplayer mods. Yeah. Half-price district going down the Kothons in 2 for both cities. Gotta see, no doubt about it. Including a really good one on the expand here. Is a good city overall as well. Another settler coming for maybe here. Maybe he goes non-fresh over here. By the way, this is a really nice boondoggle for him. He can come up here with the settle maybe. He's going to get pressured here, though. Maybe not. Dido's in a really tough spot. Yeah, the promotions in Steam. If you go to Steam, I'm sure you can find the coordination of all of the Trader Online, Builder. Would like to see the coordination of some settlers here. You got a lot of good expands. I really hope that Ziffy doesn't Irel himself here. You can put pressure, obviously, on Dido. There's a potential for some Veru rushes here. Dido's going to be in a lot of trouble, but I don't want them to Irel because you're playing against a really good team who's going to need some killing late game. And you got an amazing spawn, an amazing setup, and I don't want to see that ruined. God, I just don't get the Magnus at all. Noob's on a 3-city setup right now. He's getting at another Akichita. Let's take a look at what Gorgo's done. He's going monuments now. He's getting up his U. He may be in trouble on Iriscore. He only needs the 1 point. Ziffy needs a couple points as well. With 5 turns to go, that's not too much trouble. One would hope. The Craftsman's going to come online again. Like we said, it's not a great Craftsman. This expand will have one, I suppose. But it's a below average, at best, Craftsman. There's another settle here on Freshwater. Not a bad setup overall. You can expand this way. You have all kinds of room to settle this way. This water actually protects you big time. Settler coming there. Another settler out. Coming to settle this. There's a volcano going off for them. Fertility rights for them was just a free builder to get up and running. That's pretty good as call. Honestly, if you miss it on Stone Circles, there was the Stone Circles. It actually... Stone Circles obviously great on Gaul because he's making the core. He's never chopping the stone. And he didn't have a great one, and Noob did. Noob had an amazing stone circles. He's actually getting the 4th one online. His capital is going to have about 20 production here in a second. And in fact, it's going to be 21 in a second. His expands are pretty good, not amazing. Question is, what's he going to do? Settle out here? Maybe settle to the north here? Somewhere? Is he going to try and grab this? Maybe grab the coast? Settlers are coming here now. I like that. There are warriors out, which are essentially pre-builds. Slinger to come and get this. Couple archers. 3 archers. So a bit of archer pressure coming from India. You want to make sure that they don't erel themselves as well into this push, because obviously you've got Corny over here doing things that Corny does with Korea, although he doesn't have the greatest setup overall. They're down and built, the Saewons. Let's see the scores. 12-5 there. Molly on 3 settlers. The horse is going to go up. 5 population. I'm really not sure what his plan is here. Because he's, by settling here and not here, he's pushed this settle away. It would have been better to settle this, because then he could have gotten his setup a bit better. By settling here, it's a lot more difficult to get his setup on these 3 cities in the triangle. And then, because what he can do is he can settle like, he can settle like here. He could have settled like, I guess he can settle there and do a setup in here as well. Just a godly spawn. Let's hope Teets doesn't blow this. For his sake. Yeah, so the mods are better balanced game, which makes massive adjustments to how the civs play, what their abilities are. Takes the really crazy strong stuff and melds it down some. Takes the weaker stuff and tries to bring it up a bit with buffs to make them a little bit more playable. There's still some civs that are just unplayable. There's some that are fantastic and are part of the meta. So there's that. And then they change lots of things, like making the governors a little bit more balanced and a little bit more usable across the board, given their abilities they'll change. It changes around the pantheons and stuff like that, make them a bit more balanced. Gotta love the 3 settler action coming out of these 3 cities. Get expanding to here, get expanding to here, get an expand over here. You know exactly where those 3 cities are going. Get to 6 as quick as you can. Kree's going to start to do the same thing themselves. So that's the BBG. BBS essentially balances how the game starts. So it makes a balance for, tries to anyway, doesn't always get the job done, on what a spawn looks like for each individual civ. Guarantees horses and iron in your capital. The balance of the tile yields around your capital gets balanced. It just some changes to the map overall to limit the amount of desert and tundra and stuff like that. And then we also use a multiplayer helper mod, which just kind of makes life a little bit easier in some cases. Sometimes it just makes things worse. But multiplayer helper just to help facilitate the playing of the game. This builder's been standing on this deer for a while. Again, I guess it's Magnus internals. But I don't like it. I just don't like it. And also, is he just out here? Is he out here to eat this? Like, you don't use a farm. Like, you don't farm tiles. Here comes the archer push. Archers in response. Maybe a Veru follow-up. You know that you've got a little bit of timing for... Okay, so the rogue was here, so the settler was able to come around and to go to here. This settler that comes out, I have no idea. Maybe he does like a non-fresh down here. Not a lot of good options for the Saewon for that, though. He's got a builder coming over here to his his hunt, Goddess of the Hunt tile. So he's going to have both of those online. But he's probably wishing it was a better one overall. My apologies, by the way, for the... I can't read, obviously, all chat. I'm just trying to stay on top of everything we're seeing here. Did anybody miss... Wait. He made the Immortal because did he need the points? No. 24. No, he didn't. He didn't need it. He just wasted 4 years score making that Immortal. He was at 24 anyway. Oh, Ziffy, what you do? What you do, man? This settler's on the way. The scout's got the eyes open. We'll see what he does. This has got production, but not a whole lot of tiles to work. If you keep coming, you can just get all the way to here and settle the Chocolate Hills, and then kill Hattusa maybe, or maybe they try to control it. Noob getting the commercial hubs down as Cree is wont to do. Settler out, probably coming to here. You can see them kind of protecting the area. He's protecting the tile to come this way. Campus going down as well. Gov Plaza into campus is going to be a nice campus setup for him here, like +4. He's going Magnus Chop Chop in the capital, despite having the stone circles. He's still going to have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as many as 8 or 9 chops in the capital. With Magnus, he's going to get a ton of tempo out of it. Would also like to see him, it's third ring, but I'd like to see him buy this for this city here as well. Get this city rocking with the 2/4 tile. If the money can be spent anyway. There is some pressure here. Lots of archers around. It's basically an archer battle. The Veyru will come in 4. Iron Online. Let's take a look at the religion, by the way. Shinto. He did get River Goddess, and it's Feed the World, Tithe, and Defender. So, Defender I like, because he's going to get pushed here. Defender makes a lot of sense. Tithe is good for the team. A lack of greed there, going Tithe. A lot of people will take Pilgrimage there to try and greed out on their own sim by creating a better monumentality. And then Feed the World is always good on Gandhi. Yeah, he doesn't have a ton of food in these cities, honestly. A lot of these are 2/2s, but like once he chops these out and mines them, he's going to have a big lack of food overall. River Goddess works well here, here, and here. Getting some chops out. He just chopped an archer, okay. Okay, horse is coming online next turn. You're going to see the push coming this way as well. But the settlers are coming, so he's not fully committed to it. He's going to get to 6 cities. He's going to have a couple archers. He's also got the Immortal here, but it's mostly just a typical push. This is just survive if you're John here. Oh, wait, no. It's Ben playing. Yeah, sorry. Ben is just all-out survive. Because even Molly can come mid-game. For sure. Oh, commercial hub projects. Okay, so we're fighting for the trade route merchant, and he's doing it as quick as he can. So, since we looked last, things are going quite well, to be honest with you. The Saguba's down here, the Saguba's down here, the Saguba's getting built. So we got to the commercial hubs rather quickly. He's getting his early culture up with Moksha, which I like to see. Just a pretty basic setup here. I'm not really sure. I would have thought he'd want to set up a couple cities here and do some sort of a Holy Site Saguba setup in here, but he's kind of made this pretty simple. I don't know why you don't put it there and then do a setup on like from 2 cities here. I don't know. Got some mines up, starting to make gold. 43 a turn is a nice start. Next turn he'll get the free trade route. Kree's getting the getting the commercial hubs up, but it's just not going to be in time. to compete for the first trade merchant, at least. I'd imagine this settler is just going to come over here and settle like this. Actually, I'd probably settle it here. Yeah, you settle it here. Or no, you can go here and then go coastal. Yeah. Coastal here, and then you can have a 1-3 and stuff. A couple 1-3s is a pretty good settle overall. Yeah, you can see him getting stuff online here. Some chops into mines. Really well done. These archers are just barely surviving. They're going to have to back off. The horse is going to... The horse is probably going to want to take one of these down, but he's got to not put himself out of position. 2 more horses coming. He is going audience chamber. Okay. Thought it might be Warlord's Throne there. A couple of Verus on the way is in addition to this one. Corny is going to do the... I was thinking this too. I saw these elephants up here, and I didn't see a lot of fresh water, so he's just going to do a slow walk up here, and he'll probably settle right here. And you can grab the 2 elephants. These will be really good tiles into the 3-2. This is going to be really strong. It'll also give him position on the left-hand side. He can get a trade route coming back this way and then bring the units up this way here and go left. Let's take a look at city-states, by the way. I haven't done that yet. 3 science city-states, 3 commercial city-states, including Zanzibar, who is in the pocket. Oh no, Fierceos is minted as well. So Zanzibar, really nice. And Hunza also really nice. So control over those will be, of course, pursued by, well, a number of people, but certainly Mali will want those. Nalanda, way up here, not currently influenced by anybody. Hattusa, we talked about the potential for a takedown there. Ziffy may want to take that for tempo. And Fez, way over here, is currently in the pocket of TBD. Actually, it looks like, yeah, there's going to be 6 cities down. This settler, maybe he's going to, oh, he's going to settle down in the middle of these 3-2s, maybe. Probably going to settle down in the middle of these 3-2s, set up trade routes. And then he actually has some pretty good hills. You could put like a Seiwan here, just settle right there. And drop the Seiwan here. This city will actually go okay. You can aqueduct it if you wanted to. You thought Cordy's science would have popped a bit more by now? I mean, he's only got 3 Seiwans down, right? He's going pyramids here. I mean, that's just, all this is 6 science, right? The Seiwans. What he needs is a lot more builders. He needs builders out to start mining the tiles. Chop and mine. He's got Magnus in here. He needs to go burr with Magnus. Chop, 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 chop. Chop out builders. The government plaza going down here. Maybe he'll set up a couple commercials. Oh, no, he's going harbors. Okay, he's going to have a couple harbors set up on this Gov Plaza. But yeah, he needs... in order to boost the science, you need to get a bunch of mines around your Seiwans. Maybe that's what he's going to do with this guy, is chop and mine this. He doesn't have the greatest Seiwans, but if he can get in here, it's a +4. He just needs to chop and mine this. But yeah, right, he didn't have a good spawn, and he just hasn't had a chance to get him moving yet. He's got a scout here, keeping an eye open while the Veru come. This horse has pursued some of the archers, and looks like he's gotten a couple takedowns. But he's blocking the choke here. 2, soon 3 immortals with the general. Like, Ben's in a lot of trouble here. Yeah, Ben's in a lot of trouble. He's getting Veru and Immortal pushed. And then Molly's back here free simming. Kree. Okay, so Noob actually went out here non-fresh. I guess he liked that a little bit more than the settle down here. Oh, wait. Yeah, because I thought he was going to come down here. So he's gone out here instead. Okechita, he's going to forward settle into here. This is going to be a really big contention here. He's going to need... He's going audience chamber. He's going to need some units out here, because this settler is going to come over here. And it's going to be really tight borders in this area. The markets are going down. First trader, of course, went out. Molly making the points. Gonna grab 50 faith off of that. Will help his monumentality. Gull's got his whatchamacallit, his opiums down. Yeah, he actually went Gov Plaza on the opiums for the big adjacencies. When he puts the double card in, those will be 10 a pop. That's pretty good stuff. And he's got another opium over here from this city, which will get the one off of this. But the best he's going to do is a couple mines to make it a like a +2. It's not big, but it's fine. Opium out here on a strategic. You can get that to like a +4 with mines. Opium down here is a 4. You can make it like a 5 or a 6. Actually, he's put a district here, a campus. No commercial hub. Okay. Oh, commercial hub campus. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with mines. Sorry, 6 with mines. That'll work well. You expect a lot from Corny? Of course you do. Yeah, getting Tith on Gandhi, although he needed it because he's making a lot of units. This is where the action is. Let's keep an eye out here. Yeah, Molly's already making 60 gold a turn. Ben's making 26, but that's not going to go up a lot. 2 archers, 2 immortals is not a lot. Another immortal coming. The settlers are on their way to expands. He did come here, as we thought, to settle the 2-2 base, get a commercial hub down. He'll have campus options over here. I wouldn't mind seeing an Atusa takedown. It's already got the campus built. He can do some serious stuff here with some horses. Maybe just get like 3 horses out and pop that for some more tempo. I mean, what's he doing with his gut promotions at this point? Where is he in the tech tree? Games and rec next turn. Okay. No Gov Plaza yet. Like, it just, considering his capital and what he started on, it seems slow, to be honest with you. I think Magnus was just a throw. Yeah, another immortal coming. The Veru are just getting spammed like crazy. Ben's trying to get an encampment up here now. I might have put the encampment back here more, to be honest with you, because it's kind of stuck out on a nub here where it can get surrounded. If you put it back here, it's easier to kind of protect it back here with these hills and stuff in behind it. I feel like this would have been a little bit more protectable back here, but I don't know. Horse coming there, trying to get some culture up so he can get to alliances. The monument's big in order to get his stats up and get to... Noob stats are actually hurting right now. What? Oh, okay. So Noob went free ink. Or sorry, went monumentality. I was wondering why Noob stats sucked. Noob went monumentality on 11 faith a turn. Was that a misclick? Actually, look at this. So Noob ended up going short. Maybe because of this answer. An Edamanaki play here I don't mind. Well, it's not bad. It's 4. And then the Marsh. It's not bad. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten a settler here. He actually came down to the water. He came down to the water maybe to get to the T. He didn't really need the T. A settle here is good too. He is coming back here as well. I thought that this was the obvious settle. I'm not sure why he walked all this way. It's not like there's anything special down here to come to. Hey, Tracy, not too late. Magnus is what you do when you don't know. Yeah, the Magnus was a grief, honestly. I might have Oh no, we couldn't. I was gonna say go with the copper. It's just a tough because it's expensive to get to these tiles. Future trade with Molly. NC, what are you referring to? I don't. Oh, yeah, okay, I could see that maybe. The only problem with that is interesting choices here, honestly. I don't like the setup. I like that he went Saguba in the first in the third city. I guess this city can still go Saguba Holy. Oh no, he wants Saguba here. Like, he's not really taking advantage of Saguba Holy Site setups. He's not doing a really good grouping. He's just kind of doing one-offs. Gov Plaza back here for campus, I guess. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, he's definitely missed adjacency opportunities. Maybe just under the clock pressure, and he's just not. Maybe he doesn't play Molly that much. Some people just don't play Molly that much because it's hard to get the opportunity to, right? It's hard to actually find a chance to be the one to actually get the chance to play Molly. And then you get under the pressure. It's like, oh my god, I guess I put the Saguba next to the commercial hub, and then you just go. Walls in one. The encampment's not even going to get finished. Yeah, that's why I would like the encampment back here as well, to be honest. Ben's in a lot of trouble. Gov Plaza sus, yeah. TPS, it is a complete free sim Molly. Not blowing it out of the water at this point, but doing pretty good. Corny must have got hit by a disaster? Yeah, you can see some pillage stuff here. He must have got hit by like a tornado or something. Yeah, he's just gone free. I thought he was okay. He did settle. I thought he was going to go one further, but I guess the 2/2 base is fine as well. And this is still a +4. Yeah, okay. Setting up some potential trade routes here shortly. Yeah, already actually a trade route going this way. Okay. Artemis. Be curious to see what Corny's. What's his stats right now? It's only 39 science. A little slow on his pace to getting the mines up, but he is getting more builders out. He is... Game's in wreck next turn, so he's a long ways from 5-charge builders. Getting harbors down. Came up here. I thought he would go one further to bring in both of these elephants. I'm not sure why he didn't go to here. Go to here and bring in his... Because he's going to miss out on this elephant. I don't know why he didn't come one further. Oh, it was a city-state takedown. That's why. Okay, it's Kabul. I was wondering how we got another city. There you go. It was a city-state takedown with the horses. Okay, that's well done. That's some good tempo. He's already placed down a really good Sewun. 6 cities. So this is the issue. This is the issue right now for Gandhi. Is get the hell out of here. Because he's kind of irrelling himself into the double push, which is not going to work. Okay, the walls are up here. He's going to need siege units or this city doesn't die. Without siege units, this is just a waste of time. And you're on 3 cities. You got a settler out. I guess he's coming this way. He's got a settler going this way. He's got another settler getting built. He needs to come settle this and get himself un-Arel, because right now he's Arel'd himself, and Corny will absolutely tear through him. He's up to 7 cities already. He'll get torn through and will kill Gandhi so easy it's not even funny. Adamanaki in 5. Gorgo on 6 cities. Noob's on 6 cities with the settler coming. Horse coming. He's going to need to protect this city. Neither guy is actually contesting one another physically at this point. It's more just hanging on tight. A barracks down. Noob maybe has plans. Noob's going to have plans to defend himself, I would think, from a Gorgo push. I don't think he wants to overextend this way to come to Mali, I wouldn't think. Mali long-term should be a problem if they don't screw it up. By the way, how fortunate is this? Shows no mercy. Atlas 2 minutes ago with the Prime. Thank you very much for that, buddy. 16 months. That's awesome. Thank you all for the follows as well. We are 46 follows away from 10,000. 46 follows away. Can we get there before the charity stream next week? We'll find out. We'll find out. Charity stream within the next week. Probably early next week, Monday or Tuesday. Keep your eyes open for that. It's going to be fun. Moondoggy, good day to you, buddy. Horse coming up. Any more city-state plays? Gaul on 5 cities. Getting 2 more out. Making a Colosseum play. Imhotep ready to 1-tap it next turn. It is not a great Colosseum right now. Wait, where is it going to go? Oh, no, it's going to go here. That's a theater square. Is he going to buy this tile and 1-top it? That's even... Okay, it reaches the capital. He's not going to reach these cities. He could expand up here to make it better. He is essentially free sim to do whatever he wants, so... I mean, Gaul is here, but he's really fully protected from it, to be honest. Probably not a bad idea to get some units out here, though. Just like, even one unit just kind of covering this area just to make sure nobody's coming through, right? Because this is vulnerable if somebody ever ran through. Let's watch. Okay, so he's actually going to... Oh, yeah, he's 1-tap and call. Actually, it's not a 1-tap. He had the chop ready, though. Imhotep is not a 1-tap now. Okay. Lots of 2-3 mines with culture on him coming up. Gaul stats probably popping a little bit now. 72 culture with the Colosseum play. He's going theater squares. There will need to be a defense to their culture ability because they can pop off. They've got the Oracle. Although I would like to see Pingala in the Oracle City if now possible. It'd be a 5-turn waste. Audience is already built. Yeah. It'd be a 5-turn waste, but you really kind of want to get Pingala in your Oracle City. That's a bit of a misplay there. I have exactly 45 friends, so you should have... No. Moondoggy, no. Campuses are going down. More wounds for our boy Corny. He did get Artemis and Pyramids done over here to give him some tempo. His stats are a little bit slow, but still good. This forest fire is ridiculous. He's going to come settle it over here. Maybe settle the maze and bring some of these really good tiles in. Extra gold, some extra horses. Buy a builder with faith, maybe. What's his faith? 42 a turn. Molly's on 62 a turn. But without siege units, like, this is just all... We're all just... wasting our time. So, Gandhi needs to get spread in the wings. Gonna do a non-fresh here. Look at some of these tiles popping off here now. The fact that he's got him pinned in would allow him to get another settler over here and come steal more of these good tiles. He can essentially just pin him in and just settle wide with his monumentality. It's going to be incumbent upon Corny to get his libraries built, get his science up, and make his push to his UU. Construction in 1. He, of course, is making his push to gunpowder right now. which is the key metric. So that he can grab his UU. Yeah, his science, he's doing okay, but Ben's hanging on. This is the thing, right? Is people try these these classical pushes, but then they don't ever get themselves any siege units, and so all they've done is spent time Irelling into somebody who was already Irel by position. So I don't know. Gandhi's got apprenticeship in 3, so he's just doing sim stuff. He's not even considering going to siege tactics. Like to siege units. Like honestly, he's just, it's an afterthought at this point. He had absolutely no intention of doing it. Engineering on Ziffy actually is the best possibility. He's actually 4 turns. Problem is he's got no road, and even if he like chops a couple out, right? And he's absolutely killed himself on stats. Like his stats are crap because he still doesn't have Moksho or Pingala established because of the Magnus First opportunity that he's taken, and a super late Gov Plaza, like super late Gov Plaza formed. With this land, turn 47 Gov Plaza, still no Magnus or sorry, no Moksho or Pingala established. Hemlock, thank you for the biddies, buddy. Yeah, I mean, this is all you do. You get walls up. You know, Ben's got good enough stats. He's going to have civil service next turn. That's going to make him even better. He's got crossbows in 2 turns to upgrade the archers. His science is good enough that he's going to obviously be able to improve himself. Get to knights or something like that for city wall strength. Like, it's essentially too late at this point. He's getting another archer up for crossbow upgrade. Maybe chop out an archer here so he can get crossbows. Like, I don't know. You just got to pull out right now and just be like, okay, we've done everything we can. Here actually comes a couple horses for Corny to put some pressure on. See, he's just going all in. He's got 4 archers coming. Yeah, the science, that's he's put in his double adjacency card and built some libraries, and it pops off really quickly. That's just Korea things, to be honest with you. Yeah, like here comes the gold. Like this is just I'm sorry, this should not allow this to happen, Fierceos. Come on. You knew he was over here. You knew he took down a city state. You knew there was horses around somewhere. And now he's just going to pillage the crap out of you with these horses. You just gave gold away. I mean, Gandhi's going to be in trouble, but the archers, like he's even getting in trouble up here now too. I just noticed this. Like he just Irelled himself here, and now he's in trouble up here. But he can absolutely like just keep settling cities back this way. He could have had a great game. And what's the point of classical era pushing a guy when all he has to do is build walls and put in bastions? GG's. Thanks for coming out. Like, he wasn't even that scared. Like, Ben was like, I'm not even going to bother with Victor. I'm just going to get my stats up. To hell with it. I don't think Gandhi's winning any races to nukes this time. 6 cities, by the way. This isn't a bad settle. He's getting a little bit torn up here. Another settler coming, but he's going to need units to push the Okichita away. Yeah, he's completely ignored the possibility of getting Like, why put... If your plan is to put it here, then why put the Saguba there? Like, you put the Saguba here. At the very least. And then if he'd have put this Saguba here, he could have put the other holy site there. And they could have, like holy site, Saguba. Like, they could have done something like that at least. If he had brought this city one tile closer, he could have actually reached this area as well. And gone, like, Saguba and commercial hub with this city. This city could have gone Saguba. You could have put all 6 unit. This city planted right here could have made it so you could put all 6 Sagubas and holy sites on these tiles right here. You could have gone holy site, holy site, holy site with 3 Sagubas just like this. That would have been an outstanding setup just for this. And then if he'd have done something similar with a city over here, he could have done a pretty good setup like this as well.